Okay, back. Let's play more Factorio, everyone. What are we doing today? I think we're just going to put our head down and charge as hard as we can towards biofilm, which is a requirement for um, doing titanium processing. So we're going to have to do that. There's a couple of recipes, I guess. Ooh, what are you? You are out of reach is what you are. Man, that would be nice because I need this in order to make the good um, filtration media recipe. Yeah, but maybe this was out of reach anyway. Let's maybe not think too hard about that. So we gotta get this stuff out of the way. Lime we got, biomass we got, kind of we got lime. We might not have enough lime. Substrate, yeah, in a bit. Rayon's what we're working today. If we can get to rayon, we've done good. And to get there, we need to we did fiber yesterday. We have sodium carbonate, we got urea, we got ammonia, we got sulfuric acid. We got to do this, so we need propene and propene chemicals. So today, we are doing propene chemistry. So there's a bunch of ways to make it, huh? Alright, there's one way to make it. Right here, this is what we're doing. It's the consumer of lead. Got it. And then, what are we doing otherwise? Here with propene chemistry. Don't have to worry about that. Sounds great. I could make butanol, and butanol becomes tributyl phosphate, which is... looks like it's coming. It really does. I don't know what Purex is. It has something to do with radioactive waste processing, right? Hot solution. Oh, good. Hot solution. Oh, we also have to make them a Bic. So maybe we make butanol just to have it. Yeah, it's just easy stuff. The place to make it is right next to the propene is the thing. So that's why we would do that. And acetonitrile. Nah, you're done somewhere. That happens somewhere else. Acrolein, however, yeah, that's on the way to making subdenier. It's almost the last thing I need for subdenier, and that's the yet another major manufacturing chain to take pressure off the south factory and put it on the north factory. And this is what we want to do. So it looks like we want to do propene into carbonyl sulfide. I'll have to bring that stuff in. I don't really want to. At least it's expansive. We got cumene. Yeah, that's not a problem whatsoever. Why would I ever want to do this? I don't get it. There's a much better recipe. Like this. This is honestly baffling why this recipe would ever be needed. Because take a look, cumene right here. Um, like nickel plate and arthropod blood. No wait, the alternate recipes. Where are you? Yeah, look at this. One titanium purple and some strift distillates makes a ton of cumene. But if you come over here, it takes a lot of, like, phosphoric acid is more valuable than it looks because it's made in such low quantities per batch. And like 5 ceramic on top of that. I understand it's basically free, but it is just why would you ever do that? I don't get it. And this is the I need acetone recipe. If you not get enough from phenol, yeah, it's not happening either. And that's just a little all right, so what we're doing is propene, carbonyl sulfide, Acrolein, and maybe butanol for a strict goal. All right, done. We've made our plan. So we need gasifiers, and we need Lovecraft furnaces, and we need chemical plants, and we need maybe electrolyzers. All right, so let's go do this. So we need Lovecraft furnaces. We'll have 2 stacks of you, and we need some chemical plants. Should really have 20 here, right? Yeah. And then the other thing was gasifier, I think. That's... What does the gasifier look like? That looks like propene tanks, doesn't it? Trying to remember. Sorry, guys. Alright, memory failed. Gas a fire. Yeah, it does look like a propane tank. And it's in coal processing. So right here, why am I not seeing the thing? It is obviously just in... Oh, it's right there. It was, in fact, just in front of my face. And I had a bunch of inventory anyway. Alright, let's get started. Now, step the second. Location. We're dealing with liquids, so over here is where we want to do it. So I guess this square, right here. Do we have windmills? No. Let's go grab ourselves a couple more windmills. And then we are ready to go, right? Alright, let's do this. Bam. And then straight down, then over here, and right here. And we have arrived. So, this is going to be kind of an integrated thing, eh? Right there, right there. Dress it real nice. Oh, we missed, or not missed. We put down something here and here that should not be there. Okay, great. Everybody in the bus. Let's go. Great. How are we doing on power right now? Only 43 gigawatts? Lame. 5 gigawatt draw on stack inserters. That's hilarious to me. Alright, so representatives on the field. Gasifier, followed by chemical plant, I think. No, chemical plant was last. And the other thing was the other guy, not gasifier. Why can I suddenly just not remember anything? It was gasifier, chemical plant, Lovecraft furnace. That was right. Okay. Brain works. Brain works, comma, sometimes. Alright, so you need to propene it up. You do that right here. So we probably need a syngas line in, right? This is too much just to run off the biofluid network, and I haven't looked into the problems there, so we'll see. And then carbonyl sulfide. This is going to be the issue, because that's bulky, man. Look at that. And you have to make Acrolein. So we have 4 things we have to bring in. Lead, those 2 things, coal and sulfur and chromium. It's probably going to be enough for this, right? Like we put this here, put this here, this here. Alright, and that looks kind of natural. Okay, so we're not going to be making butanol. It's just, that's for the next square over. Maybe we'll do that in the next square over. Just continue building, you know? Alright, so, now that we have necessity out of the way, probably have to do all 3 of these kind of in tandem, right? Do I have 4 whales? I do not. That's absolutely tragic. I don't need any... Well, I should get a bunch more than that, because I'll use them eventually. And I have no whales. I am whaleless. How's science doing? Just fine. On the thing, I am not doing for a while. And that's where we've been at with chem science. For this full, proper base rebuild. How we've done right here. Yeah, all you come with me. We will use all these whales eventually. Okay. And then up here. I suppose I could do a more complicated cycle with the whales, right? Like right now, I'm going to have 4 whales for 4 depots. But I could do this with 1 whale, right? 1 whale, well... 1 whale goes and tests on each one to see if it needs delivery. and then it tries to deliver, and then with whatever is left over after the delivery, it then tries to take it back or arrange it so that it never asks for a delivery unless it can be deposited. So it asks for a delivery at like this level, and then it goes and gets it, and it only gets this much. And then just does this and this and this and this and this in order. And just is endlessly cycling. That means it will never wait though, right? Unless I wire them all together. So it's not that I need a delivery, it's someone needs a delivery. And so there's a greater combinator here. There's I need a delivery, I need a delivery, I need a delivery, and another one that's on all of these that says someone needs a delivery. And that goes to the end. Should we try this? Should we try to save a whale? Okay, let's try something new and interesting. Because, because we just have so much time, right? We're obviously so far ahead, and we have time to relearn the error of our ways. All right, so what's going on here is you're all going to be measuring one specific thing. In fact, you're going to go dry. You don't. You wait until. Then you don't output what you want. So it's kind of not what I want to do, right? Like, it wouldn't be out like that. Doing an experiment. So we're outputting on green. And what we want is to test for empty, right? We're going to do this everything less than 0. Right, that didn't go, which is weird because it'd be empty. Each less than 0? Less than or equal to 0. That one. So that's everything is less than or equal to 0. Whereas non-existent, anything less than or equal to 0. Or maybe I put something here that doesn't exist. How would I do this using Factorio logic? Maybe this is a bad idea to be thinking of this. Maybe I should just do what I know and not learn or grow. Oh, anything less than equal to 100? Less than equal to 0? Less than equal to 1. So it's a null coming in is 0. It is not less than 0. That's interesting. So less than or equal to, anything less than equal to 1 won't go with 0. And it won't go with just less than. So it's saying, oh, because there's a 1 right there. Right, okay. So I guess, here, let's get rid of the constant right there. Because we probably don't need that anymore, right? Just because of how whales work now. Oh, it's nice how they arrange this. Okay, anyway, 0. So why aren't you going less than or equal to 0? Anything. There we go. Everything is less than or equal to 0 or 1 or -1. So, and then if I chuck anything in here, right? And then that stops. Okay. So this triggers, I need to be serviced. I am empty, I need to be serviced. And so let's pull this up. Now we're going to have to redo all of this. Here, just pull it all up. is going to take more programming, but it's going to be more whale efficient in the end, I think. Let's put you in the center. Center those lines. Okay, let's not do that. Feng Shui is just a superstition. It's just, don't look at it. Don't think about it. All right, so right there. So now all these guys are saying, I need a delivery. And so what we're going to do is then wire them all together. Okay. So what we get now is on this network, we should have G equals 4. Okay, so let's see if we can program this. Whale hungry, right there. And I want you to add destination right here. And like this is where you stop. And you wait until circuit condition go is greater than 0. This says someone, oh wait, there's another thing here for you. Okay, just circuit condition of static value. Go is greater than 0. Okay, and that says begin your cycle. And then the next thing is we kind of want an if then, right? Because we want like a subroutine function, because we want to, if circuit condition right here, and then we move on here. But this isn't an if, what we're seeing right here. This is just a barrier. So what we want to do, so it looks like we won't be able to do what we want, right? We would be able to do this as an interrupt, like saying an interrupt, but the interrupts are all global. Like I can make an interrupt that says supply this right here, but then it would be in this list of interrupts. Like if we do interrupt new interrupt. I did this before, didn't I? And then we do the circuit condition here, and then the destination, like right there, sure. But then the new interrupt is forever in this list. So if I put down a new whale, or a new dinosaur even, there's like new interrupt right there, and that's not good. So maybe, this simply cannot be done, and I'm wasting my time thinking about it. Almost true, certainly true. So until I can figure out how to do an if condition right here, I don't want to use interrupts because of how they're organized. Because we want it to go and load items and bring items back. But then we don't want the inventory to be full if it can't do that. So this is just wrong. Just from beginning to end wrong. It cannot be done. Well, okay. It can probably be done. It can be done by someone who is smarter than I am. Like, interrupts could definitely work for this, but the UI for that will eventually become unusable. I need per whale interrupts. Like, I want an interrupt for this caravan and only this caravan. And I want interrupts that are also global, you know? And open this up and just trash it. So, okay. Well, that was a fun little voyage, you know what I'm talking about. Into the mechanics of doing this, and we learned nothing. What did we do today? Today we learned nothing. All right, here you have a simple job, and now go do it. Farewell, my whaley friend. Okay, so we're doing this the brutal way. No problem. I can do that. Whale hungry. Add destination. Go get me sulfur, which is right there. I want you to fill cargo, and I want you to come right here, and I want you to empty cargo. I'm going to do this in the slow, brutal fashion we have been accustomed to. Whale, get out here. Whale hungry. Then I want you to go and get coal, which is right here. And I want you to fill cargo and then come right here. I want you to empty that cargo. Oops, that was precisely the opposite of what I wanted to do. Off you go, whale. And then last whale, I gotta do this. We need whale hungry. And then you gotta go get chromium. And chromium is made right there. I want you to fill cargo, come right here, and I want you to empty cargo. And you have just wandered away from me. Okay. Off you go. Alright, so we have our solid components right here. Now we have to work on getting syngas in. It should not be hard given syngas is right there. A whole line of it. And it appears like this is the farthest west it goes. Or east, rather. Don't listen to my directions, you will get lost. So what I want to do is tap in... What's this doing? It's doing nothing. All these are doing nothing. Alright, we gotta go fix that. Well, I mean, we don't have to, but we're going to. We're going to get lost. So I thought we were coming up just a little bit here, but apparently... There we are. Wait, what is this? Why are you here? That one's working. I guess I copy-pasted that. Alright, so there's the hot syngas. And this is the syngas brand syngas. And I guess we just try to get it over as far as we can. Okay. This will be a consumer line. Okay, and just kind of drag it over. Okay. How far do we need to go? Almost there. We're still in the pleasant early days of this area, where there's plenty of lines around. It's easy to move things. It will not always be so pleasant. And then we have our primary gaseous component in. We also need steam, and there's water out. Is this a cycle? No, it has to be generating steam. Alright, not enough comes back. Alright, we know what we can fix that though. Alright, so that has to go like that. Okay, so we're gonna go for 2 rows of you, right? So it's just kind of, oh, it's complicated, isn't it? Okay, we can do this. And then a big V, and something like this. And this is our goal. And it looks like there's just no good place to put beacons at all, huh? How much is this stuff needed? I don't think Acrolein is needed very much. So I think you get a 1 row right here, and then everyone else gets a 2 row. Oh, this is all unfortunate because it's going to need a belt in. There's no good way to do this, huh? No compact way to do this anyway. And even doing this, here, maybe we need to do it like this. Yeah. And then right here is where this goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that leaves just enough space for beacon in the center here. Should one be needed one day. Alright, that works. And then how do we get the water out? Like we've just kind of banned ourselves out of water, right? So we do this and this, this and this, right? Then the water has to go through the gutter, I guess. And out somewhere maybe. It's a big maybe. Okay. That's very, very tight. And we still don't have this taken care of, huh? So, I guess what we do is we cap syngas right here. Then syngas comes in somehow. Make it work. And after that, I believe the next thing to do is steam, right? I mean, obviously, right? There's no... So you need 200 steam in, you only get 50 water out. So there's going to be after constant supply. You're going to need... Well, each one of these is going to eat 60 steam a second. So this is just wrong, just on its face. I mean, it's not totally wrong, but it's pretty wrong. So in order to make this actually work, each one of you is going to have one of these working special just for you. The same story right there. That's the kind of system we're looking at here. Which I guess kind of changes everything, doesn't it? So how would we do this? So we still have good space. We kind of have good space. We don't really have... Okay, we don't have good space in the center for a beacon anymore. That does not work out very well. So maybe what we have to do is just abandon hope for beacons for right now. Pull this up. And try again, right? So we can try pulling in like this. This would work. And then we'll do the opposite for water right there. And where does the beacon go? Well, we could twist this like this, but the beacon can't go right here. So the beacon will have to go on the other side, which is uncomfortable to say the least. Like on the outside, perhaps. Because these need to be affected by beacons too, is the thing. I don't know what is best. Yeah. Alright, so I guess what we need to do is to come up with some sort of plan to make this work. Just staring at this, I'm not seeing an obvious solution. Like I could group all of the steam making over on the side and do what I was doing before, but these also need to be affected by a beacon in order for everything to scale properly. But with this in back, that's just not going to work. Alright, I guess we give up on beacons. Look, we give up on very close beacons, is what I'm trying to say. Instead, stick with more diffuse beacons. Alright, so you'll back up. Now that's like that. And this is like this. And we can hook it together like this. And there's still good space right here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, Not 5? Why is it 4? Well, 1 here, and then 2 in the center. Alright, so we'll expand that to 3. Just out of vanity. Right? And you go like that. It's like that doesn't actually matter. And then paste big V like that, like that. Kind of want water on the outside, don't we? Kind of, sort of do. So, well, V, and then V, or like this, or we turn it. Then how does steam get in? Steam gets on the outside? Then we don't need that at all. Oh, that's an idea. Yeah, that's an even better idea. Okay. So now we have very good beacon space in the middle. But we are not really closer to our goal, are we? Okay. So we have a water line right here, and we can't actually use this space, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we can't impose on this space right here. Which is kind of a problem for us. But right here, this becomes natural. Right? Then obviously on the other side as well. Okay. So as long as we can get water in, so we'll have a water staple on the outside. What has to happen right here is this has to come up. And we have to have a water staple at some point. Yeah, right there. Okay, so that's how water gets in, that's how steam gets out. And we have to have it in appropriate bracket. So this is taken care of, that is taken care of. All that's left is syngas in. And while I'd love to say something nice and triumphant like, and we have solved the puzzle. I'm not sure we have solved anything here this day. So this is actually a bulky, bulky boy. I'm gonna have room for 2 more of these, but only room for 1 of these. Alright, and I have to be very concerned about how tall this is getting. Yeah, this is up at the highest extreme. Alright, so this is my unit right here. Let's just skip ahead and let's look at this. No, this isn't my unit, because where is my belt? Oh no. Oh no, friends. I just did the liquid again, and I didn't do the solid. Well, maybe we do something ridiculous and extreme. Are you ready? Maybe we're not doing Acrolein in this block. Maybe Acrolein happens in the next block. So we'll have lead coming over like so, right? Oh. Power pole, go back, please. And then we go like this. And then down, and that's not being used. And I don't think this works. Because this doesn't leave enough space. No, this doesn't work, even though it looks like it should. Oh, man. So, how do we do the thing? Hug belt? Yep. Just, it's nothing for it, right? And then around, and then we have in, and in, and it just goes around like so. Then we will do the other thing on the other side. Everyone knows exactly what I'm talking about. Or they're all just humoring me, which is entirely possible. Okay, like so. Okay. Is this all right? I don't know. I don't know at all. So we need, I guess, right here, followed by right there. It's rather simple. Okay, maybe this is okay. Just try not to think about it right now. We pick the entire thing up. Right there. That might be alright. Okay. Shift gears, hook this up. At least get our, so we have two solids in. This is kind of a process, isn't it? And so we're going to be doing like this. Just, we realize that, right? Where does the beacon go? Well, since it's two solids in, we're going to be having two belts. So it's going to be a middle belt and a hug belt. And there's just nothing like that, and nothing to be said about it. And the beacon goes in the center. And the beacon goes right there, and the beacon goes right here, and this is how it goes. Acrolein does not go here. This is kind of unfortunate because I'm gonna have to move all of this now. So we're only doing two liquid transformations here, and then we'll do Acrolein and probably Butanol right here, just because, right? Okay, build for the future, friends. So in and in and in and in, and then you just kind of go the big V right there. Okay, that lines up, and then this lines up. Okay. And then we'll do a roundabout right there. Okay, got it. So this is what we're doing. And we should line it up so we have some room, right? So this is pretty natural right here, right? You just keep it all inside the lines. Pretty natural that this comes south. And then we have just a space in the center doing nothing, but that's alright. We could probably put this here, but I'm not gonna. We might put pumps here. Alright, so don't look at this, we're not done with it. What we need to do is to now look at this and get this hooked up properly. Okay, so we have our outline. We can't go too close, right? Here, let's do 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's build our port out. Like so, like so. And then it'll do something like that. We're doing something like this in every case. There we go. That's what we want. And then right here, same story. Okay. Good, I think. Good, perhaps. So this can come over by exactly 1 and keep our margins correct. Now we get to see how much we can tile this, right? So, paste. And the answer is we don't tile this much at all. It's like we can't even really do this because of the pipes. So this is just ugly. Ugly large. And then yeah, this is as much as we can do. Well, no, we can't even do this because of, again, no steam. So this has to get cut off as well. Yeah, this is unfortunate. So we're only going to be able to have 8 makers going. I mean, admittedly, it isn't a lot of propane a second. And this consumes how much? Only 3 a second? Okay, maybe a lot of propane isn't really the goal. Maybe we should just be happy with this for right now. Okay, we're gonna shift gears and we're gonna come over here. And we're gonna get this all hooked up. And we're gonna try to make this aesthetic, right? And we still have a whole bunch of staples to put in over here. I want to put centered, but no, we're just gonna leave it like this. This is fine. Everything's fine. It's all gonna be fine. Just everyone needs to be quiet. It's all gonna be all. Oh, we didn't leave any vias though. Ooh. So we will leave one via right there. Perfect, right? More perfect. Morris perfectus. Alright, so now we're going to finish you off. There's propane, they don't go that way. Steam gets stapled, right? Because why else would it? There's no reason for it not to be stapled. So right there, and right there. And then force syngas gets a staple off the side. Hooking it all together. Water needs to be stapled. So maybe I just was underestimating the size of this build, which wouldn't be the first time that. This is actually kind of wrong. We can do this better. Here, watch. That should go right there. And this should go on top. And that looks really slick, right? That's the important thing. That what we make looks good. Alright, good. And then propene goes out. And then what we need is water. Probably only need 2. We're not in that bad of shape for water. So, as we do, we have to hook this in, and then we have to regulate it, right? Because it's at least in part a reflux reaction. Underflow less than 20. Then you need a tank, and then you need. Oh no, I'm trapped. I'm walled off. I made a human trap for a human. But wait, I'm a human. Should probably go right here, right? Then we can pull this back and we'll have a little anomaly right here. I'm gonna get water in. Okay, so water is in. Syngas is not yet in, but it's gonna be trivial to hook up. That's not needed, that's not needed. That is, this isn't. This isn't. That isn't. Alright, good. Right there. Alright, so this looks to be ready to go. And what we're going to want to do, okay, propene. Just look at propene. If we do all the propene chemistry we can right here, like we do Acrolein, we do butadiol, all that will be left will be like substrate and acetonitrile, acrylonitrile, excuse me, and alamide. I'm going to say that can all be serviced using specialty chemical semantics. So all of this will be handled using the biofluid network. Provider tank. Right there. Slammed in. So then we come right here. There we go. And we should just let it run, right? Let's find out if I've done good or if I've done bad. There. Tons of lead in the system. Oh, you can be prodded? That's good. So great. We have steam for days. Why aren't you spinning? Oh, because of my own actions, it is not spinning. I'm pretty sure everyone saw that coming, right? There you go. Now you're spinning. Now everyone's spinning. So, good. Tank filling. Tanks also filling. Alright, great. We have done one thing good today. Here, take this lead. And now we're going to have to work on this one, and we're going to get carbonyl sulfide. And what are you used for? Carbonyl sulfide. You are used in basically nothing. In Z reagent, which I'm going to be needing soon. Need quite a lot of it, actually. And phosphoric. I don't want to do that. And obviously what we're doing right here. And pesticide, which may or may not be what we're taking. No, I think we didn't take that, right? I don't know, whatever. And that's basically it. So you are a specialty chemical, and you will head south. All right, got it. All right, so here, it should be fairly straightforward, right? And then we'll continue doing propene chemistry in the next block. Just get this all out of the way right now. That doesn't exist, that doesn't exist, and just going to use the central rail right here. Then sulfur will come in right here on the hug belt, and this one will come in right here on the middle belt. And then we'll just transfer this, and it will be easy, right? This doesn't go up, this goes down, then right about to there. And what we just do is line this up, and it should be easy peasy, right? So, like so, I think. Huh. Why does this look just a little bad here? Oh, because of the pipes. Yeah, that's alright. So right there, and then we'll put the via right there, and then right there. And we don't have room for any more. Alright, that's fine. So pick up, pick up, pick up. And then this doesn't go right there. You come around, straight down. And then we'll put the staples up here. Or the propene staples at least. Happy little propane mushrooms. Propene, excuse me. I keep saying propane. I'm not even sure if this mod has propane in it. Okay, right there. And then this in, and okay, that was almost perfect. Now it's perfect. Alright, how much do we have built up? Not nearly enough. This is made slow. It's still going, so that's good. And now sulfur. Right there. And now this right there. And at some point, someone is going to have to take responsibility and power all this stuff on. And for my sins, that person is me. So, like so. Great, right? And then propene will have to be gathered together down here. I suppose I'm a little regretful. I'm going to be using this space to do that. Not propene, carbonyl sulfide. Right there, right there. That gets hooked up. So, good? Good question mark? And then you make it into the system right here and join the biofluid network. We need a big P tanks. right there. And then just down, 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 over. Perfect. Well, we should be ready to go then, right? Let's see exactly if that's true. Right there. All right, so propene, sulfur, and coal in. We are making carbonyl sulfide. Nice. So we're going to finish propene chemistry just because we're here and we're going to use the space efficiently, right? That's making carbonyl sulfide. All right, this is making what we need for Rayon. Ooh, wait a second. Rayon. We might have to draw a line up for this, right? We're almost certainly going to have to draw a line up for this. We'll try it with the biofluid network first, but if that fails, we'll do a line. Standard operating procedure, right? Try to do it the proper way, and then if you can't do it the proper way, consume resources. I think there are a hierarchy of resources. Biofluid is essentially free and should be used whenever possible. We're out of everything. Should probably go restock. So we are going to try to at least put in, what is it? What's the other thing it's called? What's its nuts? Butanol. Butanol. And if that goes in, great. Well, okay, we might have room for something else after that. And it was an electrolyzer, if I remember correctly. Here. So let's go grab another stack of you. Right there. Okay. We're gonna need some more windmills too. Always have windmills on you. So we have chemical plants for the Acrolein, and we have electrolyzer for the butanol. Then what comes out of butanol? Right there. Oh, we did this. And stuff for later, essentially. Oh, it takes barrels. That's funny. Ah, well, not that funny. We need pipes. Great, we need hands. Great. And I could stand here and let them all just work on me, but no. I got things to do today, my friends. So let's go over here. And I didn't get any vessels. Oh, such a terrible player. Alright, come on. Back again, my friends. Over here, over here. Right there. Okay, finally. Alright, just ignore the screaming hordes of fans. They don't matter. And down here. Alright, good. And now this place is put together properly. Still only 42 gigawatts. Not great. Alright, we have a problem now. Aerial outpost. That, here, personal logistics off. Take all of that. That might not even be enough. Alright, let's see. Be Akuas. We finally got that picked up. That's good. And this is slowly flowing. Alright, wonderful. And that's, yeah, that's exactly what we wanted to do. Alright, so now we have the material in order to do Acrolein, which is going to be needed later, right? So we're going to try for another 2 rows here. Acrolein, Acrolein. Yeah, that's not the worst. And then right here is butanol. Butanol is an electrolyzer, and you need nothing. You need nothing. Alright, so electrolyzer. You're just expensive, unfortunately. So we go for 2 lines right here. That and like that. And we just make it to have it. And you just go directly on the biofluid network. And this one, probably again, biofluid network. Acrolein. Lean. There we go, lean. Acrolein? Acrolein. I've been saying it wrong this entire time. Which is to say, I've been here, right? So we're going to pretend you also just go into biofluid networks. This is going to be another double, probably. Just 2 chemicals in, because this is so big. Alright, see if we can work this up. It's like, this would be ideal, right? Then this comes out right here, and then water goes up and down. That seems pretty compact, right? And then this has a line going up and down. Yeah, like this. Like, that's very simple and straightforward. This just needs chromium in. We can do that, and we'll have the beacons be here, I guess. And we don't have anything at all on the outside. Or we can do a single. No, this would be better to do like this. The hug belt doesn't really help us here. So we say beacon space is right here. And then right there and right there. And it's just very straightforward. V. That. And then, like, there's no problem with this, is there? This is entirely good. Alright, so, queue all up. And then you should go right there. You should go right there. Put exactly half of you down there. Not you, not you. Definitely none of that. This doesn't need to exist. That doesn't need to exist. And we'll trim everything. Okay. I think this is a pretty good idea. And then copy this, please. Leave it. Yeah, this is all rather nifty, right? Okay. Where is the whale that already has the chromium? You have a new life. I want you to come here and I want you to empty that cargo. Go and do that. But you're going to be doing that for a while, so here. I want you to go on a whole loop. And I will see you one day. Alright, so. Wait a second, there's water out. This is a water producer. Ooh, that's not what I want to see. Well, no, I can just void it. Because we're right by that body of water right there. And that other water void, which I think is that line right there. Oh, yeah. This is a water void line. So, this is very fortuitous location right here. It's almost like I had a plan. I didn't have a plan, but for the purpose of this conversation, oh yeah, totally had a plan. Yeah, no exact. Maybe I should do the opposite of what I'm doing. He says, as he proceeds to do the opposite of what he was doing. Okay, right here, right here. Then we will just tap in right here into the void line. It just goes out, it goes bye-bye. Bye-bye water, bye. So this is Acrolein out. It probably doesn't work like that. In fact, let's just staple it right there because we can. And then Acrolein will come most naturally right here, I think. So, 1, 2, 3, like so. And then provider. Bang, bang. Bang. And it's in fact... Oh. Okay, never mind. This wasn't most natural at all. I was looking at the other thing. And the other thing was a lie. Oh. My fault. Alright, so that's not gonna work out quite like I want it. In fact, there's no good way to do this. Here, pick it up. Put it back. And then we'll try again, right? You know, let's just get propene over here. So we have a provider of propene and a consumer of propene. This is our propene line. It will come into a very inconvenient spot. Right there. And we still need a mushroom for these. I decided to do mushrooms down here. Okay, it's fine. It's right there, right there. Okay, there's propene in. You got what you need. There's chromium in. You got what you need. Now we need to have waste chemical. What is water? And that's going out. And all we have to do is find Acrolein, a proper home then. We have kind of caused ourselves a geometric quandary, haven't we? We can come out right here, right? Yeah, right here. This is the out. Got it. Okay. So, boop, 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 boop. And then peas, and you. Yeah, that looks nice. Good. All right, so Acrolein out. So we will be all ready when it comes time to make subdenier microfiber. And that in turn also means we'll be ready when it's time to make filtration media down here properly. Okay, so good. Now you're ready to go, right? Turn it on. Chemical number 3 on the day. Yep, starting, making Acrolein, making water. The water is coming down to the drain. Good, we have to keep this, even if we pave over this area. We have to keep a designated drain, which we can probably pretty easily do. And it'd be nice to use pumps right over there too, but yeah, whatever. Alright, chemical number 3 on the day. Leaving just you. Butanol. What to say about you? We need hydrogen and carbon dioxide in, obviously. So, let's hook that up. We're going to start by doing it the quote-unquote correct way. Provider. No, we want requester tank. Ooh, we need more of these. Let's see if we can get how long we can get by doing this. And so we want hydrogen, quantity of bunch. Why aren't we hooked up here? Then we want carbon dioxide. Alright, this will serve for getting our material in, and then propene is right there, and then it's going to be a pretty simple transformation, right? But why is this not hooked in? When you're hooked in, or maybe you're not hooked in, okay. Maybe this tier just completely isn't. I could almost believe that, right? There we go. Now it's hooked into up there. Yeah, the entire row wasn't hooked up. Alright, got it. Got it, I suppose. Now all you guys are running as hard as you can, making Acrolein. Acrolein, excuse me, Acrolein. But good. Alright, so progress being made. Need to go pause for a moment. Be right back. And back. Let's continue. So, what were we doing? Make a butadiol, what is it called? Butanol? Why are we doing this? I don't know. It's for an opportunity, I suppose. So this is going to make a lot. This makes a lot. You don't need 2 lines. We need 1 line. And we have space for another thing right here. So we'll leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we will snuggle you right here. And turn it all around like so. Like so. And we'll leave space for beacons in the middle. Great idea. And we won't touch anything outside of this, and this will be just done now. So, good, right? Right there. Chemicals in, wow, this makes a ton. Alright. And then you have to be like that, but that doesn't exist. So, good, right? Beacon, oh, no beacon here. Oh, well, we'll have to arrange the piping for putting beacons in later. I'm not doing that now. We'll figure it out, right? Of course we will. And then down here, of course, we have inputs. So just do a complete standard build right here, I suppose. Right here, right there. And then copy. Pest, pest, pest. Pest, pest, pest. Not you. Oh, not fast enough. Alright, so good, right? And this should kick on really quite soon. It shouldn't be hard at all. Which one is which? CO2 right here. So just straight up. And we have space for something else later. And that means you are hydrogen. Which means I did this completely wrong. Alright, that's fine. We still have time to fix it. It'll be okay. Then right there. Okay. That's much more tidy. And of course we need the propene, and right here, right there. You should have just everything you need to go, right? Except for power, which we will handle right now. Okay. Okay. And hook up at some point, right? Right there. Alright, so you're just ready to go. As soon as that comes in. And we will just leave this space blank for right now. We want an out and provider tanks. We gotta go get more requester tanks, unfortunately. Bang, bang. SCCO2 has arrived. Venue oxygen has also arrived. Or hydrogen. Oh yeah, it's completely full. It goes so fast. So just drag you down. Suppose we'll have to do this. Ugly, but it works. Alright, butanol. Butanol? Butanol. What can we do with butanol now? Butanol. It only really goes into this. And I don't have pyridine. Or phenothiazine. I need pre-phenothiazine. Oh good. Let me just reach into my wallet and pull out a wad. For all this I need pyridine. This makes 3. This only makes 1. This does not make sense to me. But it does not have to make sense, right? Alright, so this is just, we do not have enough wow, this consumes a ton of propene. Yeah. Yeah, so it might be a bit much to think we are ever going to use any modules over here. We can't even prod it. Wow. That's some trash right there. Alright, well, we did it. Is there anything more that can be done with propene chemistry? Let's take a look. No, we're not doing that. Not doing that. We don't have the prerequisites for that. This we don't need, this we don't need, this we made, this we made, this we made. And so it's alumine, which we can't make, and acetonitrile, which we can make. It's a solid. And it could be made right here, but it's a lot of ingredients in and out. I don't even know if I have any molybdenum here. I think maybe I peace out on this right now. What you get made in acrylic and polyacrylonitrile, and that's used in oxidized pan fiber, and that's used in precarbon fiber, and that's used in carbonized fiber, treated carbon fiber. It's one of these dry carbon fiber, just a carbon fiber. All right, so this will have to happen one of these days. Looks like optical cable level 2, huh? Do I want to do this right here is the real question. It's either that or something with Acrolein, and what gets made with Acrolein is this. But I don't have the aerogel yet. So maybe that's what gets done right here. We do subdenier microfiber right here, but not right now. In fact, let's just not make any of these decisions right now. Just leave it like this. And go back to our original problem, which is biofilm. Biofilm right here needs rayon, rayon, have it, have it, have it, have it, have it, have it. So all we have to do is go and put this together. And this is it's making a solid out of plenty of solids. So let's go take a look. Where to put this? Oh, we're gonna have to clear more space, aren't we? Or use this space. I don't know what this is for, but this is the incorrect thing to be putting there, I think. I think we do have to clear more space. Alright, let's do that. That's fine. And then we'll clear space and then do rayon, and that'll be the end of the episode. That's pretty good. So let's go do that. So first I have to turn personal logistics off. Then I need a bucket right there to take all of my stuff. Give me that. Now I need a whole bunch of refined concrete, which we might have in a different place now. We might have to have this brought in. Ooh. Oh, nice. So we need more refined concrete, and we need a lot more grenades. We probably need more cliff explosives, right? Probably, almost certainly, need more cliff explosives. Grenades. Then I need more refined concrete. That should be it, right? Symbiosis. Nice. Here, do this, I suppose. I probably should have done this a while ago. I don't understand. I don't understand. Alright, that's fine. Oh, it's supercritical water, right? That's what it's saying? Or not super critical, it's like mildly supercritical water. I don't know. Here, research this, I don't care. Let's now go and tell nature what I think about it. So we want to come over... Let's find out, actually. It's not time to put this down yet, but just get an idea. So... bit over, it's like from right here, and just head down. Alright, let's go destroying, friends. Then all this, yeah, we're probably going to need more cliff explosives, right? Okay, good, and just heading straight south. All this needs to be cleaned. Oh, I left my pots at home. Yeah, okay, that's a problem. Okay, back we go. As per always, when we have a problem, we simply just go back and fix it. Don't make a big deal about it. Oh, and we also didn't stop off for more refined concrete. Which we really should have the bots bring to us, even though it's such an inefficient thing for the bots to do. Where did we put the refined concrete, he asks. I know I did this just a couple days ago. So we have concrete right there. Then where's refined concrete? That's lime. And we need more. How is lime doing? As I recall, lime is bound by coke, in that we frequently do not have enough coke. I'm going to have to make another lime maker. So right there, that's refined concrete, and it's just empty, because it probably stacks so high. So, alright. Stop thinking, stop asking questions. Why is this stopped? That's what I need. And that's clearly why I need it. Why are we stopped? No concrete. Why are we stopped here? No gravel? No lime. Alright. I'm gonna have to make a lime maker. That's okay. I can go do that. Okay, all this gets blown up. All this gets picked up. And our empire shall expand still farther. Okay, we're gonna do this all the way down. Impudent rock. Placing yourself directly in my path. Okay, all of this has to go away. Goodbye, or too ugly to live. I will not build my base on purple confetti. I will not build my base, which looks like a unicorn latrine. No, it's not gonna happen. We're not doing that here. Okay, almost all the way down. Yeah, I think I am all the way down now. Okay, now it's just a matter of up and down, up and down. This one's going to take a while, I think, because it is more coniferous than other places, other areas. Full of the invader trees, the horrid oak, cursed larch. None of these things should exist. Okay, right there, right there, right there, right there. Then there. Long from downtown, destroying that tree. Yeah, they're just unsightly. They make so much pollen. Have you ever had tree pollen up your nose? Have you ever considered what that meant? What function pollen serves, and now it's inside of you? Have you considered that, even for a little bit? Well, if you have, and you haven't convulsively vomited, let me just say you're wrong. That's terrible. That needs to stop. Like, someone should have taught all of these organisms a lesson a long time ago. The only lesson that sticks comes from a tiny, compact explosive package. So, we will go through and we will make sure we have the correct area to build in, with correct inhabitants. You will have the right color, the right form, the right shape, and you will definitely not spew your genetic material up into my olfactory cavity. Like, the factory never did anything like that. Factory never even thought of doing anything like that, because it's disgusting and weird. This is why the factory is just straight up superior to this green menace before us. Like, I will even go so far as to say as algae never thought to do anything like that. This is purely a tree thing, and frankly, it is unacceptable. Is this going to be the episode where I kill myself with a grenade? Hasn't happened yet, but it will. I'll be back with repair kits, don't worry. Yeah, no getting around it. Just kind of tedious, right? Oh, I'm so low on life. Look at that. Have to be careful. That's like 3 more grenades and it's the end. But not yet. So today we'll do Rayon, and hopefully tomorrow we'll get to biofilm. And then after that, it should just be Mabic, right? What is it? Methyl isobutyl carbonyl? I believe that's what it's called. And then after that, we will finally be able to do titanium processing. Okay. And after that, onto the zinc processing, I guess. I think zinc is next. I don't actually know that. Man, this place is dense. I'm gonna need so many more grenades, aren't I? This place needs the plague. Like, not just any plague, I'm talking the plague. I will definitely do that here. Okay, come on. Okay. We've tossed out over 300 grenades so far. And we are perhaps halfway done. Oh, we're a little too high here. That is kind of astonishing. Now, I know part of this is obviously because I clear larger areas now. Because I do just lines, and the lines are naturally growing all the time. At the same time, I kind of wish it wasn't happening like this. Okay, grab that. I feel like I could have done more with the butanol. I could have gone all the way up to acrylonitrile or something. But I did leave the space for it, so I can always just come back and do it. Look at this dense right here, how dense it is. Probably think they're doing me a favor too by keeping the biters away. Absorbing pollution at a slightly higher rate in return for getting close. I know how they work. Okay. I also haven't made the argument, frankly, but I think the argument is there to be made that cluster grenades are a little too high on the tech tree. I'm just going to be I'm halfway done, and I used all those grenades. That is astonishing. Okay, back again. It is annoyance day. Why aren't there more grenades just flooding in? I don't understand that. Alright, let's try not to understand anything. Oh, the stock. Okay, right here. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, right here. All this blowing up, one after another. Alright. And maybe in the next 200 hours, I will finally be able to get up to making the next tech. This has really gone on far longer than I thought it would have. Like, at the 600 hour mark, I started doing the North Base in earnest. But here we are at the 800 hour mark. Good bit beyond it at this point, actually. and I'm still building the north base to get back to the baseline capacities of the south base. So I think that's a little weird. On one hand, it did take me 600 hours to get to the south base, but I was also climbing the tech tree from there. So, I don't know, friends. This probably wasn't the best idea I've ever had. Oh, did I do that? I probably did that, didn't I? Oh no, it doesn't go anywhere. I don't feel bad for it at all. Might as well be a tree, right? Okay. So now we're under. Now we blow these guys up. Oh, we're almost done. Almost done. In fact, I just need to go up one more time. And then we can lay in the concrete. And that has its own standard kind of hilarity. I'm really going to have to set up... Oh, I'm almost... Oh, I didn't even notice how almost dead I was. This might have been it. This might have been the episode. Oh, that was so close. I probably shouldn't have said anything and just kept the drama going. But I legit didn't notice. Okay, this entire forest, please go away. You have eaten up an enormous amount of resources, including the most important resource of all, my time. Now kindly just, what are you? Rare earth? Whatever. Might be using that, but probably not. Okay, almost. Are we done? Are we done? No, of course not. Oh, there's this whole area up here. I didn't notice. Alright. I guess the lesson here is I really have to pay more attention in general. But why would I do that? So, come on. Everyone out. Right there, right there, right there, right there, right there. Good, good, good. Almost done. Getting like very close to a tree kill high score here with each grenade. I think I could have sworn I've taken out like 20 trees with a single grenade a couple times. It has to be close to a record, right? It'd be nice if the game kept track of things like that. Oh, there's a log that's about to get picked up. Ugly. Ugly. Sad. Filthy. Alright, and we're done. Okay, finally. Now we gotta get rid of all... No, we're not gonna do that yet. We're going to turn bots off. And that's done... No, confused. Bots off now. Alright. Right here, and then we lay it in as normal. I probably could do a slightly better way of laying this out. So now I can koopy this. Oh, it only... Okay, how do we do this? I know someone tried to teach me this. Press a certain button, and we'll copy certain things. Oh. Okay, well, I'm too dumb for this. And I've already spent so much time trying to be smart today, and it did not pay off at all. So we're just going to do it the dumb way. The familiar way. There. There. Ooh, that uranium deposit, not going to be used. This will give us like 10 more core blocks, and there's extra storage space for material sorting stack, which I probably won't actually use. There's a tree right there. Ugh. Right there. Alright, good. Crush this energy drink. Power this down. I'm gonna draw the lines. What do? I draw lines. bring the glory of the factory here. Up and down, up and down. What is this going to be? Like another 22 squares of prime, untouched factory. I'm going to need more lime. Seeing how slow that was putting out lime was kind of an eye-opener. Now I realize I'm using more lime than normal right now because we're building up buffers. But when I start doing this for real, I start turning this factory on and actually research up here instead of just, you know, accumulate intermediates as a kind of hobby. There will have to be more lime, and this is going to get moved, obviously. Luckily, there's a real strong hint as to where that should go. Perfect. Oops. Nope. This way. Yeah, that rare earth bolide might be usable, especially since it's being encompassed by the factory right now. I like the idea of the mining being done inside the factory walls. Oh, there was a tree there I just walked right by. It probably hopes I didn't see it, but I did. There we go. Okay, right there. Okay. This way. And now we do the grand divisions up and down. Wow, this was bigger than I thought. And then we will pick one of these squares, probably right there, that one right there, you saw it, we just rocked by it. And we will make Rayon there, and we will be in better shape. Then tomorrow, biofilm, and then maybe even biofilm and Mabic. Because Mabic's really easy to make. The only problem is I'm probably going to need a line directly out to the titanium fields. It's used in a couple places too. Oh. Distressing. Alright, ready to do this? See how I throttled back when I saw I was getting close? That's evolution of skill there. That's touching the stove too many times. Okay, good, good. Right there. And then this line, and then every crossbar, and then we out. Or at least we've accomplished something. Though, as always, what we've accomplished is up to interpretation. Okay. Okay. Good. Good. Right there. Perfect. And forth, back and forth. And then we will absolutely be done. And I will have to find something more interesting to talk about. Because this is some boring... Alright, done. Let's count and see what we did. We added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20 blocks on. So, not a record by any means, but okay, I'm glad it's done. And now I gotta get rid of this stuff. So where's the earth line? Right here, waste stone. And hopefully I have enough space. No. I will go and I will put the waste raw coal right here. Hopefully right here, right? Is that raw coal? I can't even tell. It looks like it. How did I make this so difficult to see? Alright, there you go. Goodbye, raw coal. Then I will probably dip back and get more energy drink. And that will be that. We'll be ready to move on to the next and final stage of this episode, making Rayon. So you go right there, right there. And we used almost everything. Okay. Now we go get energy drink. Now we build Rayon. Perfect. Bam. Down here. Down here. Then over here. Alright. Now we get to, I think Rayon is just, oh, it was a pulp mill. See, look, I remembered. I remembered a thing. The thing was an icon, and the icon was in my head, and the head remembered what he saw, pulp mill. And that's what you need for Rayon. So, right here. Okay, bop, bop, bop. Alright, so we need a bunch more of these guys then. It's not enough. So, pulp mill is right there, I think. And wait, that's a wet scrubber. Don't pick that up. Ew. Oh man. I just caused myself not really problems. More minor inconvenience. That's a pulp mill though. Alright, 14 is probably enough to start with. And where are we going to do this? You declared this spot, I think. Oh, we should do it right next to the fiber, and then get a fiber line going directly over. That'll be a little efficient. But it has to be a fake thing, though. But that's fine. It's all fine. Alright, so right here... Oh, did I bring the windmills with me? I did. Good. It would have been absolutely tragic if I'd forgotten basic equipment again. So right there. Right there. Bots on. Personal logistics on. It's nice how I just go entire episodes without handcrafting now. So, good. Alright, so get out here, wet scrubber. We're going to have to bring in a lot of stuff, aren't we? So this is going to be kind of a complex build, which is really unfortunate to do at this point in the episode because I'm kind of tired. Alright, so you need carbonyl, ammonia, and then probably a sulfuric line. Do we have a sulfuric line somewhere around here? I feel like... Oh, why is this empty? It's a sulfuric line, and it's completely not working. So there's another consumer of sulfuric right here. If I happen to bring it over, it just produces so much. It takes 50 a second. There's just no way it's going to be able to be supplied by the biofluid network. So there's sulfuric right there. And you're stopped. Oh, look at this. No oxygen. Oh, this is when I had a lot greater discipline about biofluid. Alright, so let's back off of that a little bit. Alright, okay. So biofluid is still bugged. I haven't fixed it yet. I realize that. This is my fault, what's happening right here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to relieve you of duty. Because if you look, we have a oxygen line right there. Just right there. It's not even a regulated oxygen line. It's a good oxygen line. Oh, and this is right here. So we are going to be, yeah, completely unauthorized oxygen line. Here we go. There we go. Doesn't that not immediately surge forward? Oh wait, what am I doing? Oh, this does not immediately surge forward because of problems. There we go. Now it immediately surges forward. Alright, so we had a sulfuric problem, and that is now being taken care of. More than that, we need to take some of the sulfuric and we need to drag it all the way over here. That's acid gas. And so do I just try to go straight down the center? Or do I try to bring it down? I need to attach right here for the idiom to work correctly. To be in idiom. The idiot in the idiom. And this is a crowded space. So I guess we just try for this. Oh, look at all those. That's ugly. We just try for this and hope. Okay, I believe. I believe we can do this. We can get across the entire factory. Why do I have nothing in my... Because I put this down right there, and that's wrong. Okay, no problem. No problem. Can fix it. I can fix it. There is, in fact, a crisis of confidence going on right now, but I can fix it. I think... What is this even supposed to be? This isn't anything I just did. Where are you going? Oh, this is... Oh, slaked lime out. Man, I wish I would know what that pipe is without having to trace it all the way there. But again, Fluid 2.0, absolute trash of a system. Means I have to trace it all the way there. Once again, a system that has upsides that do not matter to me and downsides that I run into all the time. That is kind of my definition of a bad system. I might be being selfish here. I might be being myopic. But I am being authentic in my feelings. We're gonna hit fluid extents. I really hope not. Okay, we're almost there. And we will have room to do multiple layers of good here. Or at very least multiple layers of different. Good, as you know, is one of those squidgy, subjective things. Alright, so right here, now we have to head down. Yeah, here we go. Here is sulfuric line. Got it. It's here. We're going to need so many more pipes. We needed sulfuric over here somewhere, right? And we just drug a line by them. Which of you needed the acid? Obviously not that. Obviously not you. What was I looking at just a second ago? I was right here and I asked who needed acid. And then we looked at this, a completely empty acid line. So right there, that's you. That nut, this little nub right here is coming with me. And then this, you are no longer going to burden us. And it was just like it never was. Okay, good. Now to see how vertically transparent this is. And the answer is very. So good design. Just tap right in right here, and then I do get more pipes, and then back to Rayon, right? Okay, and then like there, and then this is going again. Good. There's going to be a lot of problems like this before this factory is up and moving properly. Alright, thank you, thank you, thank you. I think they just can't have enough in here for them to all mob this and just empty out all these bins and get me everything all at once. That's a theory, though. Yeah, anyway, we need a whole lot of pipe. I really wish these pipes would, they would fill me up from this, but it's a cycle. I still haven't solved that problem correctly. I have, when you get right down to it, I have a couple problems I haven't solved correctly. Right here. Okay, so sulfuric in large quantities. So we're gonna still bring in ammonia and carbonyl, even though both of those probably need not to be brought in by the biofluid network. We're gonna try it. Do we have ammonia anywhere close? I don't think so. Well, yeah, it is pretty close. No, it'll be ready for us to fix later. When this falls apart. Ammonia, right there. Bang, bang. And then the other thing is carbonyl, which is right there for some reason. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Alright, so that's getting hooked up. All that's taken care of. And I should be able to get fiber over, right? Like, it's still going to have to touch in at a aerial outpost right here. You'll have to go by it neutrally, Switzerland-like, so that it could be added in at a later point. And I'll have to do a combo right here. One of you, excuse me, come back. Bad timing autosave. And then that'll be the in, and then we'll have an out. Yeah, okay. So, what we need is sadly a little awkward. That's alright. A little awkward is a little okay. And we're coming over like this, right? Yeah. And then if I ever need more than this can provide, then I will use this aerial outpost to be the base from which we get it. So there will be fiber out, and for the rest of it, we will go get urea and sodium carbonate. And the number is 15, and 15 is a good number. So 9,000 divided by 15, 600. The number is 600. Whale, out you come. I want you whale hungry, right there. I want you to go get urea for me, right here. I want you to load items until caravan has urea in quantity 600, 6,000, right? 6,000. Is that correct? 6,000. We need a lot of fiber for this. Anyway, I want you to add destination. I want you to go get sodium carbonate, right? Oh, we don't have any. Oh no, that's a problem. Load items until has sodium carbonate in quantity 3,000, right? Simple. Then add destination here. Circuit condition, unload items, unload items. Here we have comparator equals go. Then we have urea. And then we have carbonate, sodium carbonate. 6,000, 3,000. Alright, there you go. Where is this? Take that. Good. Off you go. Then we're going to need power here. Well, this is unfortunate. So, right here, right? Alright, so we need urea. Bang, bang, bang. Urea and carbonate. Right there. Okay, and more to the point, why are we short on sodium carbonate? What's going on right here? No sodium sulfate. No sulfuric acid. No sulfuric acid because is the nub broken too? Where did I put sulfuric? Yeah, nub is broken. All right. Let's go save right there. I have another example of the issue. Save game. Bugged sulfuric. Good. And then the only thing that fixes it, pull it up, put it back. Gives it a new ID. I wonder why it takes so long to get all the way up. Alright, so we might not see Rayon today because some of the stuff we need to be here is not here. Let's start thinking about this once more. Alright, so now we have 3 liquids in, 3 solids in, and another solid out. And it's just really bulky and really bulky. Consumes 5 a second of fiber. I don't know if I can supply that, right? So obviously this is going to not be a thing. So it's 4 solids in total. That really implies a snake belt down the center, you know? No. Yeah, snake belt down the center, and then hug belt with product, right? That's probably looking, and they're so tiny too. And so, like that. And so we put fiber on one belt, then urea and carbonate on the other. But that will require 3 inserters on this face. So we can't use this for liquid at all. Or we shouldn't at least. So like that and like that and like that. And then you are urea. And you are carbonate. Oh, carbonate. There we go. It's like there, right there. And then fiber goes in right there. And that makes sense because it's going to come in first. Okay, good. And then take all this and a big V. And then we have to just make... Okay, yeah, all the other sides line up appropriately. The out will be at the back. And the beacons will be at the back whenever they come in. And then we'll come around here and then hook up. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I can do this. And then we'll do a mixed belt right there, and they'll come from... Yeah, this works. It's a good idea. I'm not going to go quite so far as to say I'm a genius, but I am going to say I do have some mental flexibility left. So you'll snuggle in real close. I think it's pretty obvious. We're going to come up like this, and then a mushroom up there somewhere. And then... Fortunately, we have to do this then, right? And then another mushroom up here somewhere. Let's just put it in now. And then like so, and like so. Yeah, it leaves something to be desired when it comes to leaving space. Wait, this could be better, right? But if I do this, yeah, it's off. Oh, okay, wait a second. Do like this, and then like that. Or maybe not. VH. There, that's what we want. This is the orientation. But then this makes it tough. Ooh. Ooh. This is terrible no matter how I rotate it. So there's this, which I was doing before, but then it leaves these nubs too close. But if I jerk it around, then it leaves the wrong chemical on this side. So 2, 3. Because there's one room for a beacon right here, but there's no room for a beacon right here. So if I H this and V this, it did nothing. Then rotate. How about just H it? No, not just V it. So this is kind of what I want. This is the orientation I want. Okay. All right, all is not lost. I can solve these little puzzles with my brain thinking meats. Okay, right there. That's in like that, and then you're not in right there. You are in fact in right there. Okay, so yeah, and that still works. And then this is out. You go out on the edges. Yes, we have a unit. Okay. No, now we need sulfuric. It has to come up like so. We will join up here somewhere. We have to do on the other side. That is fine. Perfect. All right. Then we need to power everything. Now everything is powered. And we have sulfuric in. We have carbonyl in, needs a staple. We have ammonia in. But this is kind of too close because it's intruding on beacon space. Now it's good. All right. It's kind of tall, but it's pretty dense. So I think what we have to do is move it up exactly 1 tick. And this is now correct. All right, so you're obviously stuck on sodium carbonate. And sodium carbonate should be going by now. Yes, it is. It's going very slowly. Oh, we were supplying this to the south base too. Oh, wow. Well, that's kind of an issue now, isn't it? Here, just deliver that cargo, see if that's enough. We're going to pretend we didn't see any of that, right? And now, how many of these can we fit in? Remember, we have to leave vias. Not right there. Right there, though. That's probably good enough, right? So we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16 of these. We probably have to go get more. All right, make it real. Boom. Yeah, we gotta have to go get 2 more pulp mills. That's not a problem. I also think I messed up not getting the pipes. Yep, 100%. So, right there, right there, right there, and just clip all that before it causes me problems. Actually, are you off center? Oh, they are because of the via right there. That's the word I'm struggling to get out. All right, now you're all in, all right. Let's go get some more pulp mills. 2 more, that's all. And then we will be done with yet another thing for the day, and we will be able to move on to doing another thing. What other thing will we do? Don't know. 2. Thank you, friends. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, so this way. Then down, and then right here. Our wondrous new area. What are we missing? What are you crying? Oh, modules. Alright, I can't help you with those right now. Or rather, I can, but I don't want to. Okay, sulfuric comes in like so. We'll link it in like this. This might not be the best long-term move. It's a short-term good move, and that's what I look for, right? You're Carbonyl, so you come right here. Here, just straight down. No, yeah, it has to be like that. And then pneumonia. And then straight over like that. Unfortunately, this is leaving some ugliness, right? Here, let's move this. Put it right there. We have a little ugliness here instead. Oh, that's using a different line though. Oh, don't do that. Here, just take it all back. Take it all back. There we go. Alright. Dramatic flailing. And we just accept this is how our world has to be. And you come down to right there, and you go right there, right? But don't put it in quite yet. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, sure. Oh, look, it was enough. Enough to get started anyway. Urea. There, and then sodium carbonate. Carbonate. Right there. And today on Overbuilt Theater, we have Rayon. Down you go, and it's like a song. Okay, good. Now you're in, chemicals are in, everything is in. We are officially ready to go. 100%. Okay. Oh, this isn't quite done. But allow me to help you. Right there. Okay, there we are. Making Rayon. Excellent. We'll take that and we'll put this in a bin. Rayon's used in a lot of stuff, isn't it? So we only did like 4 things today. That's just kind of an average day. I think the Rayon's getting a 2Z. Yeah. I don't have a firm rule I'm following on that. The answer is yeah. Look at this, so nice. The only problem is, has to be on the other side, right? Right there, exactly. So you're having problems with no Carbonyl? Oh, because of a reason? A reason. No other way to put it, just a reason. Okay, we will hook Carbonyl up. Right here. Come all the way down. There. Done. Now these guys start. And they can be prodded, and we've left room for beacons, and we can go to the max on this. Okay, good. Tons of Rayon. We need one more whale. We need to set up a 2Z to hold this, and we're probably going to go all the way through this, because this eats at... Here. We have... Okay, yes. So this is 14 at 2 a second, at 28 a second, and each one of these eats 5 a second. So yes, we're going to go all the way through this, turning this fiber into Rayon. So one of these days, I'm going to have to expand the portfolio of this whale and have it bring in supplemental fiber. And it will come out right here, but not today. Not today. Alright, next up, get a whale, wire in the actual material to the alarm system, and so on and so forth. Then we will do our recap. Oh, I have to get rid of this fiber. Here, let's put it here and see how long it takes for it to vanish, because the garbage can system should kick in real soon. And Rayon, where would I classify? What would I classify it as? It's definitely kind of sort of in that. But I want to say it's more of this kind of product. It's closer to biological. Yeah, we'll put it next to raw fiber. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, no, it makes sense to me, which is quite different from saying that it actually makes a lot of sense. So, let's just do that. Did I hook it up right? Yeah, it looks right. Which isn't to say it is right, just saying it looks right to me. Okay, right there, and there's the news. Look at the news. There's a lot of things wrong in the factory right now. Why do I have a crisis of chlorine? Should this not be behind me? But yeah, there's a crisis of chlorine. Don't I have a dedicated chlorine maker somewhere around here? Do you need saline? And this is stopped. Yeah, I have to spend tonight trying to debug that. Just have to. I've gotten to the point where I can work with the system pretty well, but I haven't actually fixed a lot of the problems that exist. Alright, Rayon, right here. Come and pick it up. I want you to come right here. I want you to store that Rayon. You are the last for the day. Alright, let's head back in, do recap. And then, before we do that though, let's take a look at the path to biofilm, which we are slowly hauling ourselves up. An enormous mountain made of shards of glass. It's probably a good metaphor for Pyanodons to begin with. Here, we gotta put buzzsaws right here for no reason whatsoever. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Alright, so, our goal, biofilm. And we got Rayon. Checked you off. Lime, we kind of have. Biomass, we have. We need a gigantic, enormous, basic substrate maker. Because this is used in so much. Then we'll have enough to make Pi-Side too. We still can't do automation science properly because we can't cast small parts yet. So I guess that means I have to make a formal small parts machine somewhere. That's distressing, but I'll do it. Anyway, maybe when it's time to do advanced small parts. Substrate, this is tomorrow. It's going to involve spoilage and I hate it. But I'll figure something out. I'll figure something out tomorrow. And then we'll get biofilm. And then after that, it's only Mavic right here. And that's super easy. We'll make this and then we'll pipe it out. It's going to get its own tanks, but it also needs to be piped out directly to the fields. And then so tomorrow I'm pretty sure I can get through all of that, hopefully. And then the day after, it's going to be time for titanium processing. All right, good. That is the future. Let's zoom in. And then we'll go over the very recent past. Then out. I think that's probably it. But it's so hard to tell sometimes. Alright, anyway. Screenshot and recap. What did I do today, ladies and gentlemen? Well, we are on the path to titanium processing, which will occupy this space right here. We're missing some special additives and processing chemicals, so we've been working our way through that. Yesterday we did a whole lot of intermediate stuff, but we also started on fiber in order to get raw fiber, and microfiber, because fiber is needed in order to make rayon. Rayon is needed in order to make biofilm. Biofilm is needed in order to make titanium. So there's just direct causality there. So I have made rayon, but to do that we had to make propene. And while we're doing propene, we needed like propylcarbonyl or something, carbopropanol, I don't know, this stuff right here, in this row. And we needed propene to make that, and while we made that, we also made acrolein, and whatever this stuff is, butanol, I forget for never, some chemical I didn't need, but is tied to the propene production chain, so we just threw it in right there. And I think I am going to fill this in, just going to wall it off, leave this one maybe, but the rest no. Right. So we did all that chemistry and then we made Rayon. So 5 things today. Tomorrow's goal, as stated multiple times, biofilm and Mavic. And then the day after, titanium processing. So I think that's all I have for everyone today. So bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.